watching Fox 13, and the 10 o'clock news starts now.
Because of the snow and dangerous ice, thousands of flights from coast to coast are canceled or even delayed through Sunday. Well, today topped the worst of the year at more than 24,000 either dropped altogether or pushed back several hours. Seattle's airport shut down runways, which created a domino effect. Millions of Americans are trying to get to their holiday destinations. But the storm didn't stop this group of people from making it home for the holidays when their flight from Tampa to Cleveland was canceled. So the strangers, they rented a car together and they hit the road. And the best part about this story, they documented the entire experience on TikTok. Fox 13's Haley Hines joins us from Tampa International now with their pretty incredible story, Haley. And it sounds like a movie, but they all made it there?
Yeah, Allie, it is a modern day planes, trains, and automobiles. Could you imagine if John Candy and Steve Martin had TikTok back then? Well, they didn't, but thankfully this group did, and yes, they did made it. But the world got to join them for the ride, all 1,100 miles of it, and perhaps witness the beginning of a lifelong friendship. When Bridget, Abby, Shobi, and Greg checked in for Frontier Flight 2436 from Tampa to Cleveland Thursday morning, they had no clue it was about to be a road trip.
I see them making an announcement. I heard that the flight was canceled.
And the next flight wasn't until Saturday night.
That's where I saw other people like, were you on the Cleveland flight? They said, yeah, I'm probably going to get a rental car because even if there is a flight, it's probably going to be like $800. I'm like, are you guys going with me? Take me home.
So 4 stranded strangers hopped into a Kia and began the 16-plus hour drive north.
We just started talking like, you know, some of the cities we grew up in and just trying to find some common ground. One girl said, I'm just going to document this on my TikTok.
Their videos quickly got a following. 50,000 views, 100,000. The internet was invested. Is this a Hallmark movie in the making or the start of a true crime documentary?
Like, you're never taught to like get into a car with strangers, but that's exactly what we did. We just found common ground, and we all had a common goal.
After stopping at Chipotle, Bridget, a St. Pete law student, said, so far no serial killer vibes, but a slip did leave Shobi with a battle scar.
This whole burrito, like his burrito bowl went all over the pavement.
They stopped in Virginia for coffee. With 6 hours to go, the storm wasn't looking good, but by early Friday morning, they made it to snowy Ohio.
Yeah, once we finally hit our home state, that's when we started seeing the snow. Our speed had to drop, dramatically.
But the internet demanded more. Who are these endearing strangers? They obliged with a Full House-style introduction.
I had no idea this was going to be what it is. And she was saying, people want to know our story. They want people from all over the country.
By 8:45 a.m., they made it to Cleveland, safe and sound. Their loyal supporters celebrated with them, saying, y'all better stay friends after this, and asking, has anyone fallen in love?
We will hang out together again and probably do dinner.
No love, but a bond like no other, and a story to tell at every holiday gathering.
It was a long trip, but the memories we'll have, the stories we'll share, life is very short. We're never guaranteed tomorrow. And it was just a really cool thing to be a part of.
Don't you love stories like this? Now, believe it or not, Greg says he has never seen the movie Planes, Trains, and Automobiles, but you can bet that he's heard a few references over the past few days. He did say that the 4 of them hope to get together someday to watch the movie as a group. But hey, they lived it. Allie.
Haley, I couldn't love this story anymore, but I also just enjoy that, here's this generation of kids who, many will say maybe spend too much time on social media. But look at that. They were brave. They met strangers and they got in a car together and they made it happen. So we should be proud of them. Social media helps.
Their story brought the internet together. That's not easy to do.
I love it. It's a great ending. Haley, thanks.
Wow, how cool is that?
Isn't that awesome?
And I feel so old that they don't know Planes, Trains, and Automobiles.
Well, they were on TikTok.
They'll catch up,
yeah.
right? If TikTok can embrace Fleetwood Mac, it can embrace that too.
Absolutely.